Hi guys, it's Crystal. So today I'm going to be bringing a video to you about a dark lipstick, and I'm bringing this video to you mainly because I've had a lot of requests, or questions rather, of how to wear a dark lipstick, what dark lipstick shade would look better on which skin types and skin tones. So I picked a dark lipstick that I think would be wonderful for anybody and everybody to start out with. It does not matter if you are very, very fair, medium skin tone, very dark, olive skin tone. This is going to look wonderful on everybody. And the cool thing about this is that it looks different on everybody. A lot of times dark lipsticks can be very intimidating, especially because on one person they look phenomenal, and then when we go to try them on, they just don't look the same. We're just not as happy with them. And this lipstick, fortunately, is one of those that just looks so good on every single person. Doesn't matter who, what, when, where. It looks really good. And like I said, it will look very different on me than it would on you, than it would on your friend and your mom. But the cool thing about this is it's going to look just as good as it would on anybody else as it will on you. So the lipstick that I'm talking about is by Clinique, and here's the box, and it's one of their almost lipstick lipsticks. You get 1.9 grams of product in this, and it costs $14 at your local Clinique counter or on Clinique.com. Or Macy's.com, Nordstrom's.com, whatever department stores sell Clinique, you can definitely find this lipstick there as long as it's in stock. It is going very quick, and like I said, it is a cult classic and a cult favorite. And now they've started a whole new line surrounding this one color. So the color that I'm talking about is called Black Honey. And the color, when you guys see it, is going to be a little bit shocking right from the tube. So here's the color. And I'm going to tell you, in this light that I have right now, it looks very, very red. So I'm going to read to you a little bit about what this color is about, who loves this color, and just tell you a little bit about it in general. So Clinique says, it's not just for lips anymore. Cult favorite Almost lipstick in Black Honey now shares the love with eyes and cheeks. So they have a Color Surge Quad in the color Black Honey, which is the title of the quad. They also have a cheek color from the Gradient Powder Blusher, and of course they have the Almost Lipstick in Black Honey, and the Cream Liner in Black Honey as well. Now Black Honey made it into the Elle Hall of Fame, so this is a definite award-winning lipstick, and again, it looks very, very dark. So a lot of times, like I mentioned before, girls have asked me, how do you wear dark lipstick? What's the best dark lipstick for my skin tone? What should I start out with? How do I make it not so dark? So I figured that Black Honey would be wonderful to start with because, as you guys can see, it is very dark. But I'm going to do a swatch of it for you just to show you the color of it. So this is an Almost lipstick by Clinique. So that means that it's more of a balm with a buildable color. That's something that I really love about their Almost lipstick collection. Any one of the colors, especially in Black Honey, they can be built upon. So I'm going to show you on the back of my hand. So this is what Black Honey looks like just with a quick sheer wash of color. So I'm going to put one wash on my lips. So that's one wash of Black Honey. Definitely not as dark as the actual lipstick looks. And that's what I'm talking about when I say that this color looks different on virtually every single person that puts it on. This color does not look the same on any girl. It's almost like fingerprints or zebra stripes or cheetah prints. This is so secularized to just the person wearing it. Now I'm going to put a couple more sweeps of color on to darken it. So now I've darkened my Black Honey. Now, certainly Black Honey may be darker than what you're used to using or compared to your skin tone. I'm a very olive skin tone, so reds and really dark type colors aren't that popping on me. But for somebody like my mom, for example, she's very, very fair, and this color was very intimidating to her when she saw it in the store. She's got blonde hair, fair skin. Of course, when looking into a dark lipstick or trying to go for your perfect dark lipstick, there's always some do's and don'ts. Some people swear that dark lipstick only looks good on one or two types of skin. I'm a firm believer that any makeup can look beautiful on anybody because it's not the makeup that makes you look beautiful, it's you that makes the makeup look beautiful. And I think that a great dark lipstick to start off with would be Black Honey for the simple fact that it is not so shockingly dark, and it certainly does not start out that way. Again, here's a swatch with just one wash of color. It's really just a moisturizing tinted balm to start with a very buildable base and a buildable color. It's very hydrating, it does not dry my lips out, and the color lasts for hours. Now, when you're thinking about a dark lipstick or you're trying it for the first time, you don't ever want to go totally dark. And that means don't ever go with the darkest shade possible, no matter how beautiful they are or how tempting it is. You really don't want to do that. You want to get a shade similar to Black Honey that you can build upon. So it may look a little light with one wash, but you can build upon it and control the darkness and the lightness. That's going to work in your benefit, because once you get it on, you may realize, I'm not a big fan of this and I wish I never got this shade. So you know what? You can just lighten it up a bit, and there's always ways to lighten it with different colors and lip glosses, but to minimize that work, just get a shade that's really going to start with a clean wash of color and be able to be built upon. You also want to make sure that the rest of your face makeup is relatively light or has the same gradient tones as that lipstick. Now, by that I mean, if I were going to wear Black Honey or a very dark ruby lipstick or a very purpley toned plum lipstick, which I definitely do love to wear sometimes, I wouldn't have very intense eye makeup on. In fact, the first few times you try out a dark lipstick or something that's really dark to you, you may want to go for a very natural eye look. I chose to do this Clinique eye look right now. It's a mixture of Clinique and Estee Lauder, just because I already know that it looks all right with this lipstick. I would not go too dark and I would not go too much outside of that. The tones really do match the underlying tones of Black Honey in such a subtle way that it's very flush. Now, in terms of skin color, there are, of course, certain little tips that may help you to find the best color lipstick or the best shade. If you are very fair, like my mom is, what looks particularly beautiful on your lips are darker mauves, darker reds. Reds look gorgeous on everybody. But again, you want to start out a little bit lighter, not like a hot fire red, but a more like pink chocolate from Clinique. That's a gorgeous lipstick. And that looks really nice and can go from a light skin tone all the way up. Darker skin tones can go ahead and afford to do a little bit darker and have bolder lips sometimes. Very dark skin tones look beautiful in plums, browns, and reds as well. Another thing to remember with all lipsticks, but particularly dark ones, do a tooth check. I am the biggest lipstick tooth girl ever because I have really big front teeth. If you guys haven't noticed, they look like chiclets. So my lips are always like getting in the way of my teeth, which is another good thing with dark lipstick. They can help teeth look particularly white. I've also had a couple of you say, dang, your teeth are so white. And it's usually when I'm doing a video with darker lips. My teeth look very white right now because I've got a dark lipstick on. You also want to make sure that you have a good lip primer on, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to use a lip pencil. Now, for something like Clinique's Almost Lipstick, I wouldn't recommend a lip pencil. Even a lip primer isn't that necessary because of how moisture rich these are, but a lot of times dark lipsticks, or particularly pigmented lipsticks, can be a little bit drying. So I would definitely recommend putting on a lip primer, even like a chapstick base or like petroleum base. That should be okay, but you will need to build upon that color. And also a lip liner, only because they can bleed and they can feather. Another good tip for wearing dark lipstick is blotting. Blotting paper or tissue paper will be your best friend. Too much thick lipstick can get on your teeth, can just do a lot of weird things, can be uneven. Remember, it's kind of like the same concept when we're working with dark eyeshadows. I always say work in small amounts. You can always add more later as opposed to take it away. Same thing goes with dark lips. They can sometimes stain your lips, so no matter how much you try to take it off, you're going to have patches all over. Also, when you're putting dark lip colors on, using a brush may be a better idea for some colors such as chocolate browns and plums. And really, it doesn't matter that much, brush or from the tube. Just make sure it's an even and precise application. Now, this fall 2011, you guys know I was obsessed with Fall Fashion Week in New York, and all I saw from Chanel to Michael Kors was tons and tons of dark lips. But I really wanted to show you guys this lipstick because I love Clinique. I've loved them for over a decade now. And Black Honey is just such a beautiful color. Like I said, it's going to look different on every person. So how it looks on me may be totally different, will be totally different than how it looks on you. Now, before we go, I'm just going to give you a couple of specifics about Black Honey. This Best Love lip color is universally flattering, yet looks a little different on everyone. Emollient-rich formula gives lips a sleek, moist finish. The coverage says sheer, and the benefits are that it's a wearable color. I do hope that this video has at least encouraged some of you to go to the Clinique counters and just try it on. Ask to have a look done on your face with the Black Honey. Again, it's about $14, $14.50 on the Clinique website, Nordstrom's, Macy's, anywhere that sells Clinique really. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this was a review on Clinique's Black Honey. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Bye!